I think you've got to get tough mentally. What you asked is a very good question. We've run teams close overseas, and we've competed. But now it's not about just competing. We've got to complete games from here. And the endeavor is to learn, understand where you made the mistakes, take it head on and try and correct it. The fact of the matter is that you had a chance. The scoreline says 3-1, which means India have lost the series. What the scoreline doesn't say is India could have been 3-1 or the scoreline 2-2. And my team knows it. They would have hurt, and rightly so after the last game, but this is a team that will not throw in the towel. It will compete. It will come out there to compete and not look to be on the first flight home, rest assured. And that's exactly what we'll do.
Two things. Did Ashwin play through injury in the last test? And secondly, Kohli came and said last match, just the continuation of what you just said, he said that there's no use saying that we are 30 runs short or 40 runs short.
Correct.
It's high time we'll need to learn the art of crossing over under pressure. So Ashwin and this.
Ashwin was fit. And as far as crossing the line goes, you got to give credit to Moeen Ali there on that last day. To be honest, he bowled magnificently. And as hard as our guys tried, England were one up on us there. But nothing to take away because, like I mentioned, the endeavor of this team is to travel well and compete and win. If you look at the last 3 years, we won 9 matches overseas and 3 series. Okay? I can't see any other Indian team in the last 15, 20 years who've had that kind of run in such a short time. And you've had some great players playing in those series. So the promise is there. It's just getting tougher mentally. You got to hurt when you lose such matches because that's when you look within and come out with the right kind of answer. To combat such situations again and get past the finishing line. One day you will, as long as you believe.
Ravi bhai, the South Africa, the first 2 test matches, the first, I think the targets are on 200 and the second was 287. Here also Edgbaston was 195 in the first test match and here. So pretty much all chaseable ones, but the top order sort of collapses have sort of put enormous pressure on the middle order and thereafter things have just not gone right. So where is it in the chases is going wrong? Is it the top order collapse or the middle order not able to?
You need obviously a top order to give you a start, but then if you look at both sides, it's not been easy for the top order. The bowling's been good, really good, and it's been a challenge. It's how you overcome that challenge. It's again believing in yourself, believing in your ability, and hoping for some luck on the way as well.
Vibhai, you spoke about learning from mistakes in order to cross the line. From your point of view as the head coach of the team, what do you think were the mistakes and how do you think?
I think short selection left a lot to be desired. We blew away a very good position straight away after tea on day 2. Now that's an area you can tighten. Being more aware of what the team needs, being aware of the match situation, that will be a big help. I think that was crucial, more than anything else.
Shaz, what disappointed you the most when you were in the winning position, both at Edgbaston and now in the last test match? And can you also talk about how do you cross the line? You've spoken about crossing the line, but how do you cross the line?
It's being aware of being in a good position and then capitalizing, and not doing something silly to open the door for the opposition. I thought at 180 for 4, there was a definite chance of a 75, 80 run lead. And that would have been crucial. So that hurts. Edgbaston, could have gone either way. We had our share of luck as well. Because at one time England were, in the driver's seat. We managed to come back. We were chasing the game there all the time. But here, this would hurt more because you were ahead of the game. And there was a stage where you could have been really ahead of the game after the job the bowlers did on day 1.
Ravi, as Alistair Cook prepares to say farewell to international cricket, can I just get your thoughts on the legacy he'll leave behind and what you've made of his career, please?
I saw his first test match, so I'm getting 100 in Nagpur at that time. Well, he's been one of England's greatest cricketers. There's no question about that. He always came across as a mentally really tough bloke, you know, a real tough cookie. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, there were times in his career when he batted where he did look the master chef when he was out in the middle.
Do you think he'll be remembered as one of the game's greats?
Tough. You know, he might not go down as one of the best looking fluent batsmen, but my word, he was effective. You know, playing in these conditions for that length of time, you know, where the ball does move, and it's a challenge for an opening batsman, I think he's been simply outstanding. And good luck to him when he finishes.
Ravi bhai, barring the first innings at Southampton, Hardik has hung in there, he's defended, he's taken his time to build an innings, but it has just not come off. Considering he's new to Test cricket, do you think number 6 is the correct position for him, or does that increase the pressure on the top 5 to deliver, considering he's still finding his way in Test cricket?
See, when you're young, you've got to be thrown into the deep end. And you've got to persevere and see, you know, if it works or it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, there'll be another option. But you have to give that opportunity when you think there is some talent there. And, you know, and stick with that.
Ravi, when you took over in 2015, there's always been a need for the fifth bowling option. And Virat has said that, you know, it's about batsmen taking responsibility. Now you have such a potent bowling lineup. There's so much depth in pace bowling. Do you start considering that, you know, maybe the four-man attack can take 20 wickets? Do you start thinking about that? Do you need to be more flexible?
Yes, we always have to be flexible. There's no question. You can't be rigid in your thinking. You've got to be flexible. You've got to see the conditions. You know, see what the conditions will be like day after tomorrow in the morning, and then take the call. But you're absolutely right. You've got to be flexible. I think it's very straightforward, very simple, very obvious. It was there for everyone to see. Moin hit those patches more than Ashwin. As simple as that.
रवि जो बैट्समैन है उनका एक स्पाइक आ जाता है, जैसे सुपर्ब इनिंग, मैं विराट की नहीं बात कर रहा हूँ, अदर बैट्समैन की, एक सुपर्ब इनिंग और उसके बाद जो सुपर्ब इनिंग के बाद एक अच्छी इनिंग, दैट स्पेल्स मैजिक फॉर अ गुड बैट्समैन. तो ये हमारे बैट्समैन नहीं कर पाए. तो एज अ बैटिंग कोच, एज अ बैटिंग एक्सपर्ट, आप क्या बोलोगे, क्या करना चाहिए सो दैट दे विल बी डूइंग इट? काय केलं पाहिजे ते?
जो सिचुएशन है, जो पिचेस पे खेल रहे हैं और जितना मूवमेंट है ड्यूक बॉल के साथ, ये बैट्समैन के लिए चैलेंजिंग है. और अगर आप देखेंगे सिर्फ हमारे साइड नहीं, दूसरे साइड के भी बैट्समैन अगर देखेंगे, उनका भी वही हाल है. यू नो, तो मेरे ख्याल में जब आप सेट हो जाते हैं तब आपको कैपिटलाइज करना है. क्योंकि जो स्टार्ट है, जो पहला 20 मिनट है, 30 मिनट है, वो आसान नहीं है. वहाँ पे लक की बहुत ज़रूरत थी. जैसा आपने देखा सेकेंड इनिंग्स में पुजारा का अच्छा बॉल मिल गया उसको, लेकिन पहले इनिंग में एक बार वो 30 पहुँच गया, उसने कन्वर्ट कर दिया, ब्रिलियंट इनिंग्स खेला. तो ऐसा नहीं बोल सकता है कि वो ख़राब शॉट खेला. बॉलर ने भी अच्छा डाला, और ऐसे सिचुएशन में लक चाहिए पहले 20-25 मिनट में. उसके बाद आप अगर गलत शॉट मार के आउट हो गए तो आपको दुख होना चाहिए. बिल्कुल खड़ूस इनिंग्स था वो पुजारा का, तो खड़ूस, एब्सोल्युटली.